Okay, so in this video, we're going to be looking at what essentially is called the Google Drive or the shared drives as well. Now, because you are a student that is using Google Classroom, you will automatically be given a certain amount of cloud storage, essentially just a place, a sort of a virtual drive where you can put your documents. In order to access that, you simply click on this grid at the top and you're going to get some options. You've got account. Again, this is just not so important for you, but if you want to click on it, you can see what happens. Nothing really happens. Then you've got Drive, Classroom, and a whole load of other things. Okay, we're going to leave all of these and we're just going to click on Drive. Now, when we click on our Drive, it's going to open us up into our Google Drive. And within our Google Drive, we're going to be able to see and access all the documents that we might have been working on or that might have been given to us. Your drive is your drive, which means that I don't have access to it. No teacher has access to it. It is literally a space for you to store all of the work that you've been doing. It's also a place in which you'll be able to store all of the sheets and work that your teachers have been given you. So this is the My Drive section. As you can see, it's only got one folder in there, which is just Classroom. If I was to double click on that, it's literally just going to take me to the Classroom folder. So this is all the different stuff that my teacher might have posted in this section over here. If I just click back on My Drive a second, it's going to take me back to my main area. These are just quick access documents. So these are the most recent things that the teacher might have posted. But all of the things themselves, looking for, where are all the documents that I've got over the course of the year for my teacher? They'll be in the Classroom section. Now, remember, you can create your own folders, and I would certainly suggest that you try and do that. It's important that you add folders to help organize your own work. Once we click on the add folder, we're given an option for a name. So just for the time being, I'm just going to call it test. Once I create it, you'll see it's right there. So I've now created a new folder where I can store and organize all of my different work. Again, I strongly recommend that you try and do this, and I strongly recommend you try and come up with an organizational system for yourself. If you need some help organizing your documents, speak to your teachers. They're going to be really, really useful in offering you a hand in this. You might also see this section here called Shared with Me. If you click on Shared with Me, it's just again showing you what has been given to you and when, which is quite useful. So earlier this week, for example, my teacher gave me these two documents. Last week, the teacher shared with me these different things, okay? So this is just a place where you can see all the different things that your teachers have given you. Again, like any kind of file manager, it can get messy. I would strongly recommend that you do try your best to try and sort of organize this. Be aware as well, maybe you can't quite remember where something is and maybe it gets a little bit messy. Remember, you can search it, okay? So you can use keywords to search for the documents that your teachers might have sent you, okay? And of course, ultimately, if you can't find something, just send a message to your teacher and they'll happily send you the document, I'm sure. So that's the My Drive and that's the Shared with Me. Now, a little thing just to be aware of. I mean, recent, again, just shows what's happened sort of quite recently, what you've got recently. Starred simply refers to things that you think are important. So you might have starred a document. Again, don't really need to worry about that one too much, but trash is quite important. Now, be very, very careful here. When you move something to the trash folder, so when you delete a document, and bear in mind, remember, you can only delete a document that's been given to you. So don't worry about deleting it for other people. You wouldn't do that. It literally doesn't work like that. Be aware that when an item is put into the trash section, it will stay in the trash section for 30 days. After 30 days, it will automatically delete. Now, to be honest with you, probably don't have to worry about that. It's very rare that someone puts something in the trash section, leaves it for 30 days, and then gets irritated that they didn't get it back. Okay, but just so you're aware, if you delete something, it will just be in here. Okay, so just be aware. And that is essentially the drives. They're pretty simple, they're pretty straightforward, and the idea is that they are simple and they are straightforward. If you have any questions with this, just have a chat with your teacher and they should be able to help you out. When you're finished with the drive section, very, very simply, just click X and you're done. And that's it, that's the drives.